I like old cars because I grew up in the 50s, and that was when, like, from 1949 up through until 1959, for that 10 years, to me, was the sharpest style of car, in my opinion, that was ever made. One thing I do like about them, there's no computers, no seat belts, no airbags. You drive by the seat of your pants, more or less, and you have to drive them. 56, I bought my first car, which was a 1950 two-door sedan. And at that time, after I'd run it a little bit, I realized that the 51 two-door hardtop was the sharpest car of the time for me. And I wanted one at that time, but of course it wasn't. So anyway, as time went on, in '89 I found this one. I was looking for a car to restore, and I had my mind on 2 or 3 others, looking for like a 32, a 42, or a 48, and I found this 51, and I said, that's the car for me, and I bought it and restored it, and that was in 1989, and I've had it ever since. I got a 51 pickup because it was here in Bowdenham, for one thing, and I'd had an eye on it for a couple of years before it became for sale. The guy that owned it was going to restore it, and he had it pretty much taken apart when I got it. And it became for sale, so I bought that and restored it. 48 2-ton, which is a 5th-wheel tractor now. I bought a 53 Farmall, and I needed something to haul it with. So instead of buying a newer truck, I had bought several, 5 actually, old trucks, and I mixed them all up, and anyway I ended up with a 48 2-ton truck. Now the reason I got a 53 Farmall, there again, I found it in Uncle Henry's actually, but the reason I was looking for one like that was the style, because I really became enthused over them things back when I was about 3rd grade. We lived in Sherman, and the 3rd and 4th grade was in the town hall in Sherman, and the International dealership was right next door. Noontime I used to go out and drool over their new tractors, and I just loved them things. And as I grew up, of course, as I got older, among other things, I ended up with one of them because I just I fell in love with them back then, and just loved the style of those old Farmalls. I have so many models. The die-cast ones are what I've collected over the years, and they're mostly 50s and 40s. I think there's a Model A, 1931 Model A, and a 37 Pontiac up there, I think. I think those are the 2 oldest ones. The rest of them are 50s. In the 50s, I've got a Camaro, and a 67 Camaro, and a 68 Malibu. I don't know. Anyway, I like to sit here and just kind of look at them and kind of relive my childhood a little. The plastic ones, those I put together and painted them and put them together. And there again, those are fun to do because it gives you something to do. And there again, those are fun to do because it gives you something to do. And I've got like 40 odd down cellar that's still in the boxes. That haven't even been opened yet. We'll get to them someday. We don't get too old.